Oh boy. Okay. We are we are live. All right. Let's get started. What do we got here? I got my microphone on. I got to turn the check. Wow. Here we are. I got a little bit of a late start here trying to put everything together for the on the YouTube. It's been a busy day. Who do we got here? We already got some people. Caitlin. There's my daughter. Hello, Caitlin. Love you, honey. Thanks for joining. Jackie Barnes. Hello. Good to see you. Great. That's awesome. We're going to get started here. I think I can get rid of the shirt. It was a little bit chilly in here, so I threw a shirt on, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I've been running around. Emerald Tucker. I'm finally able to see the live with you. Yay. Yes. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm glad you made it. All right. Jackie. Hi, Caitlin. Love you. That's to me. Hi, Mom. My mom's on. That's awesome. All right. Hopefully, did Jim make it tonight? Did Jim make it to the live show? Oh, say hello if you did. There we go. That's great. Everybody's communicating. Man, look at the messages that are flying. Emmy, hello, Emmy. I don't think I seen you there. Missed you. You slipped by. Okay, man. What a week it's been, huh? I hope you guys have had a good week. Well, that's what's going on. I normally have this tucked up here. If you guys remember it, it falls down and hits the equipment and gets me all screwed up. There's my friend Cabal. Hey, brother, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. That's great. All right. Everybody keep coming on. Let's get the show going. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Man, we got a great show or story there that we shared from our good friend Lyra. Man, how about that? All right. Hi, Cabal. Hi, Jackie. I love it. You guys are awesome. There, Mom says, hi, Kate. Oh, man. I've been busy with work. Yeah, I guess so. I know a few of you guys had a lot of stuff going on. I mean, one of you works at the hospital or nursing home. The owner or something was dealing with dealing with COVID, had something going on. We're real busy at work. People were out with COVID and stuff like that. So, last Sunday, but boy, this show is really firing up here, isn't it? We're getting going quick this time. I remember when we first started this, it took, half hour, 45, no, not half hour, 45 minutes, but 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes into the show before we get 4 or 5 people. And now we're up 17 people already. That's great. Yeah, it's Caitlin. Hey, Grandma. Oh, man. Get the whole family on here. Your sisters were going to be here, Kate. And I know they were busy. They got some stuff going on here this evening. So they're going to try to make it to the 8 o'clock or 8:30 show. That's going to be the live show for the hard boiled topics, but we're not going to steer into that topic here. This is our TAS family, friends and family. And so we're going to stick with our topics here and talk about Lyra. All right, Jackie, I live in caregiver in an adult foster home and individuals experience disabilities. Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for what you do. My mom's here. She knows we actually grew up in an adult care home that my father built when I was like 2 years old or something like that. And my mother ran that for years while we were growing up. So we had residents upstairs. Then we had some apartments off to the side, and that was quite a process taking care of them for my mom. Anyway, I just remember when I got in trouble and had to do dishes. There was a lot of extra dishes because of the people who lived upstairs. So, Faye Cole, hello, Faye. Jack Dorsey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Reporting in. All right. You know what, Jack? I didn't even get a chance to send out a reminder this time, and you still made it. That's great. Boy, everybody's coming on, man. Nice. Very, very, very nice. Exciting. All right. Emerald Tucker. Talk to you, Raven and Lyra, for coming forward and helping our Native American clans out. I heard you name your name in songs, Lyra. Awesome. You heard her name? That's great. So I was wondering about that, because she said that the Indians, her natives, her Indians she was staying with, the Blackfeet, that they told her that she would be remembered in their tribe and their songs and stuff like that. So, that puts a timestamp or a history stamp on her directly. So, like, if anybody knows of that stuff or hears of that stuff, that's pretty amazing, right? I mean, talk about. That's crazy that you could literally, really tie a thread between her story here and her. So, that's friggin' amazing. Jackie, that's awesome. I fell into the career, but it's very rewarding. It's not for everybody though. No, it was very tough. It was, Mom, you can attest to that. It was a tough job. She was taking care of the seniors, but listen, you got to feel for her. She had 4 sons to take care of. And we were hellraisers. Not me. My brothers were. I was a perfect angel. You can ask anybody. I was like the perfect son. As you can imagine, we grew up in the country, and we did a lot of hiking and fishing. So we were always out in the creeks, no matter how hard the water was running. We would catch crabs, and not catch crabs like that. We'd catch crabs from the creek and the ditches, and frogs, and we'd cook them on the grill, and frog legs and crab meat. And I'm serious, crawfish party. And we went hunting and trapping, and we used to ice skate on a quicksand pond out back. So, she had no worries whatsoever. We were perfect kids. So, all right, what else we got here? Kylie, hey, honey, good to see you. Thanks for joining in. There's one more. We got another daughter in here. Let me see what else we got. Way cool. How many people are jumping in? Yes, it is. BMO, thank you. Thanks for joining. Hello, buddy. BMO did a drawing and over on his channel, and did a story behind me and our channel and TAS family. It was really awesome. And he sent me a copy of the photo that he drew. So I got to do something with that. I got to print it up. I kind of want to get your name on it, BMO. I don't know if you got that message, but if you get a chance, I'd love you to just put your signature, even your logo or something on there for me. So, but great stuff. And you shared, BMO, you shared some information also that I don't have it right here, top and center with me, about the Lyra. Some of the stuff she talked about. You'd have to refresh my memory on it, because I've been going through a lot of stuff here doing. Jackie, hi all, coming in, and those I missed. There you go. That's the way to cover it, right? Steve, Emerald, Tucker, yeah. I let my relatives know, and we were very fortunate to know she is doing well. Awesome. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. All right, Kylie, I love this. It's awesome. Yes, it is. Oh, all right. So Caitlin said she loves the drawing there, BMO. Yeah, that was really neat. Thanks for doing that. That was a lot of fun. So anyway, yeah. So we're talking about Lyra, and can throw any questions you guys got out there about that. I agree with Kate. The drawing was awesome. Yes. So, boy, where do I begin? My goodness gracious. So she set sail. She landed in upwards up of British Columbia and Washington, and then hiked alone. Traveling alone through, this is uncharted territory back then. 1583 or something like that. And she's hiking through these forests. And that's what it was, BMO. You talked about the type of bear that she ran into there. I forget what you called it, but that was really wild. You said they were a really big breed of bear that would look like a grizzly bear. That was wild. So she's going through there with mountain lions, not grizzly bears, but I guess they weren't there, but there was a bear that was like a grizzly bear. I think of is the Kodiak bear. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie. Oh, geez, what was that movie? We just watched it here recently, where it was an older film where he's stuck out in the woods. Him and two other guys, their plane goes down, and you guys will probably remember it when I talk about it, man. And the bear is actually famous that was on that movie. And I mean, that thing just looked so vicious. It was so big. I mean, I can't even imagine. But let me see. She said she saw huge grizzly bears. What she probably saw was the short-faced bear. Okay, so short-faced, big body, right? I mean, so these were also another vicious bear. If I'd had a chance, I would have looked them up. But real quick, I'm just going to ask again if Jim made it on. My stepfather, Mom, did Jim make it on, or is he not getting it this time? He didn't get a notification. Hopefully he'll jump on. Could you please go on over and hit the like button? Oh, thank you for that. Audacious Amber, thank you. Hello and welcome to the show. Cocaine Bear? No, that's not the one, Cabal. That's great. Oh, man. Her soul left her body for a moment from fear, laugh out loud. Man, I bet. All right, Lydia, hello. How are you? You loved Lyra's last email. Yeah, it's great. Great story. So anyway, yeah, so she travels through this wild, uncharted country. And then, I mean, I don't know how many other type of Indian tribes that she ran into. But I'm sure there was quite a few. Somebody asked if she knew, one of you asked if she knew how to, the Indian languages and stuff. So let me see. If she was born in 24 AD or something like that, and traveling most of this time traveling the world and stuff. So I have to imagine she learned a lot of native languages, a lot of different languages. I have to believe she must have learned something that would be at least bilingual or whatever. So if anybody out there, some of you guys got some serious BMO Cabal, a lot of you guys have some serious knowledge on this stuff. Do you know, or anybody know if Indians, a lot of them, like I know they have different languages, but are they bilingual at all? At least here in the States, I know they use a lot of like different signs and stuff like that when they talked. So I'm just curious about that. How much each other, the stuff they knew. Let me see. Yeah, there you are, Lydia. That was you. You wondered if she had spoke many languages. I have to imagine she does. I might have missed. Happy to see you all here. Jack, what wood was her bow made of? Interesting. Very good question. Yeah, I'd love to know that too, because I love bows. But these things were crafted, like, bows and stuff like that come out so a long time ago, before she was even originally born. I think, they were using bows and stuff. So the art of making a good bow has been around a long time, and they knew what to use. But I would love to know, Lyra, if you happen to be watching by any chance at all, answer some of these questions for us in your next submission. Let us know, like what kind of bow that you or wood you used for the bow, what kind of setup it was. Sounds amazing. I'd love to have it. If you ever get sick of it, just feel free to send that to me. It's probably a museum at your house. How many different languages you speak, whether it be just French, Italian, whatever, German, Russian, you were from like Russia or whatever originally, Siberia. What other language, native languages and stuff you might know, and if they were bilingual of any sort. So, all right. Who do we got? Mom says hi, everybody. Let me see. BMO. She also said that Sasquatch acted like buffalo. Those were probably the Steyahama or the stick shower Indians. Interesting. Interesting. But so were they like a type of shape shifting Indian? What was it like to be? I mean, a bison's massive, bigger than a buffalo, even the bison. So they're massive beast, and these things to blend in like that. Or do you think they're just hiding with them? Or I mean, I don't know. But that's an interesting theory. Have you done a show on that, BMO? I'd like to know if you've done a show or an episode on any of that. Lydia, hi, Jackie Barnes. I wonder if she tipped her dart in poison, her arrowheads. If she dipped them in poison, yeah. Interesting. Good question. D Friendly. Hello, D. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming back. I feel so fortunate to get to know you people, Raven, Lyra. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a privilege for all of us, right? My last message about the adult care home declined too long. Oh, yeah, sometimes they do that. You have to break it up, Mom. You know, sometimes you have to put it in like a couple of sections, and people will read it. So even if it's 2 or 3, sections. So because this moves so fast, what does she do for a living today? Also a great question. I'd like to know. I have a feeling that Lyra is probably a lot like Raven. When you spend 500 to 3,000 years, you probably learn how to squirrel some money away. So I imagine that she's probably doing pretty well, or just knows how to survive, out there. So, but I would like to know that as well. It's a great question. Okay, let me see. What does she do for a living? Cabal, lots of people joining chat. Hi to all of you. Yes, thanks, Cabal. Hello, everybody. 27 people on here, at least that I can see right now. We're really growing, and that's phenomenal. I'm really happy about it. I appreciate all you guys so very much. This turns out to be a lot of fun. All right, I wonder where she was when my serious what blew up, and she knew about it since there was no mail or 24 hours. 24 hours. Lydia Thompson. Wonder where she was when the mount. Okay. I'm telling you, can't wait to change these glasses. It's like reading like this with them. It's horrendous sometimes. I get migraines from them. It's something I've been battling you guys for almost a year now. All right. Yeah, I'd like to know too what she has seen as far as natural disasters. That would be interesting. Lock and Grippers, hello, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Let me see. Cannibalistic hairy giants. Oh goodness gracious, they were the animal skins. And yes, laugh out loud. They did a video. You did do it. So BMO did do a video about them. These Indians, stick Indians, stick people, stick Indians that blended in with these bisons. So if you want to gain some real good knowledge on it, like a real good back history, when you get a chance, go over to BMO's channel there and check that out, because he's got some great stuff there. What's the name of it? Is it Cannibalistic Hairy Giants? Is that the name of the show? Caitlin. I don't even realize YouTube does that. Yeah, for long messages, I guess they do. You get 200 characters per message if you would like break it up. Yep. That's Grandma Kathy. Oh, love you, Grandma. Happy you're here. Oh man, giving Joey a bath. Bella BMO, based on the description of her bow, it was probably made of Osage orange tree, which was very common in the ancient times. Interesting. Does that still exist? I wonder. Do you still see that around? That's interesting. And do they use it today? I'd like to know that. All right, Cabal. Lydia questions. I think she must have upgraded her arrows with poison by bringing those beasts down. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, I'm curious because the stories on her are so very interesting. Cabal 313, I agree. Jim is trying. Oh man, I hope he can make it on. Doggone it all. He should be able to get on there. I don't know if I can. I don't know if there's any way. Can any of you guys, Kate, Kylie, Ashley, one of you maybe send him an invite? Do you know how to do that? Maybe he can get invited to the show. I don't know if I can anyhow. Anyway, I don't know if there's a way to invite people, but hopefully he'll make it on there. I have to be careful because if I hit the wrong button, I'm going to have a lot of upset people because all of a sudden we'll be gone. All right. What do we got? Lydia. Poison. I'm curious because the story's under Lydia Cabal. I agree. Okay, I'm trying. Is he on his phone or his laptop? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he gets on the laptop, does I think he does it on his phone, but it's the last time he got a message on there, a notification, and he went on it. So I don't know why he didn't this time. Mine comes right to me. I set his up to get a notification, in fact. So he should have gotten it for this. He should have gotten a notification. Maybe he can pull down to his notifications on his phone and it'll be right there. You can just click on it and he'll be in. Not sure. So anyway, okay, let's continue on here with Lyra because that's what we're here for. So, all right, she travels through all these countries. I forget the entire path that she was on, but she ends up in Montana with these Blackfeet Indians. And right, it's funny that they were maybe a little hesitant about her having the ability to do the type of hunting that she did, so they asked her to go out on a hunt. Can you imagine what that must have been like back in those times? You know, first off, walking into an Indian village back then, and you know, I don't care who you are, how strong you are. If they decide to cook you for dinner, you're screwed. I mean, you know what I mean? So, but she must have done a lot of pre-trip planning. Maybe she had AAA, I don't know, some pre-trip planning or understanding who and where to go. And then I imagine she had a lot of time to hunt and collect furs or whatever else that she could use to trade as she reached her next destinations. But now to that big hunt where they're out there amongst those bison. So somebody was saying how not just hundreds but thousands of these bisons. I mean, you would back then would see them for miles, just massive herds grazing over the countryside. What a sight that would be to see. But then to see these Sasquatch or Bigfoot stand up out of there, I mean, how terrifying must that have been for anybody to see during that time, during any time for that matter. It had to have been absolutely mind-blowing. So, you know, they did talk about her arrows. Somehow I have a feeling it was a pretty heavy-duty arrow, probably with a large arrowhead, be able to take one of them down with one shot, I mean, to the chest. So they say gunshots, they haven't even taken them down. So that must be something else. Yeah, I can only think back to, I know that it wasn't that kind of a compound bow, but like Rambo, you guys probably seen that Rambo movie, his bow he used, he'd pull that thing back and it just had so much torque to it. Caitlin sent a Facebook link to Jim. All right, that's great. Make sure he knows that, Mom. I think that Mama Bigfoot dropped those two fish off for Lyra on purpose. You know, that's interesting, right? That was a big moment probably for her in her life because she knew nothing about but vengeance and terror and hunting and killing these things because of what they did to her father and those other people. And she just, you know, so from that point forward, and to her group, I mean, what she went through and her friend in that cave, from what she went through and everything. So all the way through, like how often did she run into anything like that where she's seen the actual beautiful side or magical side of these creatures? So I think that maybe she had been watching the females that are Bigfoot had been watching her from like the hedgerow from the woods the whole time she was out there. And just the fact that she didn't, like you said, Cabal, she left them alone, left them in peace when I don't know if they knew she could have done something, but maybe it was sort of just a thank you or a welcoming thing. But I think she did it on purpose too. And I think that was a big moment for her to change how she felt about them. I think that was the beginning of something like that. I don't know. I'd like to hear more about it. He got you. All right. Hi, Jim. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Yes, that's great. Okay. Thanks, Kate. I was trying to figure out. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Kate, for helping him out with that. I really appreciate it. Boy, it's great to have family members on here joining the show. That's fantastic. Lyra's stealth abilities are off the charts. She downplays, but she is much better than a ninja level. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, the hunting skills that she must have and must have honed in over all these years must be sick, insane. Like, there's probably not a hunter out there to this day, a normal human being that could even come close to the skills that she must have to hunt, track, smell, identify, just feel in her soul when there's something, around her or whatever. Probably that's what I was getting at. Probably a very primitive, she's probably very primitive senses about her and stuff. But great point. All right, Lydia, the Bison, I get the image of dancing wolves. Yes, what a phenomenal movie. I want to watch it again, but for crying out loud, it's hard to find 3.5 hours to watch it. Great movie. Since Sasquatch can mind read, I believe that's what happened. Right, absolutely. Yep, that's probably right. Me too. She said she was hungry, and there's a good point, lady. Linda Thompson. They sensed that she was hungry or knew. That's a really good point, and and she was saying food was very abundant, but in that moment, now today, I don't know if it's the same today as it was then, but animals would scatter, right? You go out into the woods. If there's a Bigfoot in the woods, it's dead silent, no bugs, no nothing. And she couldn't find anything to hunt. So how ironic is that? That kind of makes sense there. I didn't think about that. She also much stronger than average person. I'd say almost twice as strong as the average woman her size. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, without doubt. I know I wouldn't want to mess with her. I wonder how many ancient cultures she was able to experience. Absolutely. Yeah. I bet she did experience a lot of stuff. But she doesn't seem like the hiding type either, right? All right. Nobody's going to ask about Lionheart, huh? That's probably a good thing. I'd steer away from that too. That's incredible. Kylie, BMO, and her speed and endurance are way higher than average pro athlete level minimum. Yeah, sure. For sure. You can imagine when she runs. I used to love to run in the woods. That was my favorite thing, was running through the woods. I wish I could still do it today. I don't know. I could maybe jog or hobble through the woods, but I don't know if I could run through the woods like I used to crank. And it was like so invigorating. It felt so good. And so can you imagine what she could do out in the woods running? It's got to be insane. Let me see, where am I? How many ancient cultures? Yes, James. Okay, here. There you are. Very good. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right. There's Kylie says, "Hey, Grandpa." Cabal. Yeah, the fish part was my favorite part of the story. Yeah. Sure, absolutely. It was very touching, right? Real touching. They brought a real, just a good feeling, about the whole story there. That she's not just a killer. That out there, that she has a heart, and things did happen. I'm sure there was a lot of moments throughout her centuries that she's experienced great things. I mean, horrible and great things. So there you go. The exact opposite of her beginning, right? the torment and torture that she went through, losing her brother, losing her father, and then for something like that, right? I'd like to know how many other stories that she has like that. All right. Jim says hello. Caitlin, Kylie, hello. Linda, I think we should ask about Lionheart just to see Steve blush. Oh, come on, you know? Why'd she have to say that? Oh, man, you guys are killing me. You forgot to say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 9:45. Oh, geez, yeah, okay. That's an inside joke to Jim from Kylie. I love how Lyra described the Indians. She definitely knows Blackfoot Indians don't call themselves that, but she used to be. No, see, and she said Blackfeet Indian. I probably said Blackfoot. And when she wrote that, it said Blackfeet. So I might have misspoke that, BMO. But she said Blackfeet. Now that's the correct term. Is that what you're saying on there? Jackie, it was because of her comments about being his lover that made me think of that. I love history, and all those ancient cultures would have been incredible to experience in the height of their times. Absolutely. Lionheart. Cabal. Oh, boy. So listen, for any of you guys that don't know about it, I'm thinking probably my mom doesn't, though, Jim. So Lyra, in her travels, apparently had met Richard the Lionheart, and they had a little, friendship, we'll call it. They shared friendship bread, and but there was a point. Now, getting past the relations, he joked with her because she's immortal, and of course, and even back then, like any kind of people of great stature wanted to be, other people too wanted to be immortal or know how to be immortal. There was a time you'd be like her friend Raven went through, was almost burned at the stake for being immortal, and they thought she's a witch. But before that, before even witches were about, they were considered gods, or people just wanted to know how they did it. So Richard had suggested as a joke that he could make her disclose to him how she became immortal so that he could do it. And it was a joke, but she joked and laughed it off, and then got the hell out of there, because even back then, there was some dangerous things happening back then. I mean, they weren't against putting you in a torture chamber. So that's when she left. But cool stuff. Anyways, that was a fun part of the story. Irregardless. All right, what am I love how Lyra described the end. Jackie, it was because of her comments about being all right, love her with right? Lionheart story. So how many, how it was then? Yeah, absolutely. What's the Lionheart laugh out? Well, I just described that, so I must be behind you there a little bit. There's a time lapse when I'm talking. It takes a few seconds before you get it. Okay, or before it makes it back to me again. BMO, they call themselves. Okay, another one of those words, huh? Sick. Yeah, right. I can't even pronounce that. I can pronounce a lot of words, but these words you send me. Sakaki? Sakaki? I don't know. Taoism, which is also the name of their language. Okay. All right. Well, thank God she didn't say that. Let's just stick with Blackfeet, okay? What are you, an English major? Just letting everyone know, if it could be like everyone comments, I would say, no, I love all this. That said all. Happy learning these things from everyone. Yeah, that's great, Kylie. Listen, so all my daughters are really intelligent. The apple doesn't fall far. No, but it's interesting. I remember Kylie has always loved to learn about like little details about things, butterflies or whatever it is. She's always taken like a real interest in like knowing about bees and stuff like that. So it's just really neat, you know. So yeah, Kylie, I can see where you'd enjoy this, learning this stuff and hearing this stuff from these people. Especially if you're a king. Yes, kings were constantly looking out for ways to become immortal. And that goes back. Now, let me see. So she must have, right? Would have still run into Egyptians, right? The Egyptians were still around. I wonder if she had crossed over any of those areas. And yeah, I know that she'd mentioned before meeting. Oh, what are they called? The Mayans. So I believe she mentioned Mayans. Was that her or Raven? One of them had mentioned Mayans. So she must have run into some really cool stuff. They call themselves, all right, move it over there, Lydia, especially if you're a king. Hey, Grandpa. Doing what? Sorry, I was doing laundry. James, I am the king. Yes, yes. You, there you go. You're the king. Savvy people are said to be able to mind speak. Besides me, was anyone experienced this phenomenon? So there you go. Is there anybody else on here that has any mind speak or Bigfoot experience, Sasquatch experience, or anything? That's what she's asking. But cool stuff. So, yeah, the fish part was probably one of my favorite parts of it as well. I mean, I was really thrilled about that. The whole time that she spent with the Blackfeet, I think that's amazing. The time that she would have spent there with them and the stuff that she would have learned and just seen them and their true nature and environment back then must have been absolutely amazing. But that goes to say for a lot of those spectrums. So if she was with like Richard, then she's seen the rougher side. I mean, through the dark ages and all that. So I mean, she must have seen some incredible stuff in her time. I really hope she sends more stories into us to talk about some of that. One of your daughters. Oh man, I hate to. I mean, like, I can. Just based on the way she structures her sentences, I'd say Lyra knows at least 9 languages, at least at the spoken level. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt her and Lyra. I imagine Lyra speaks quite a few languages as well. Cabal. What Lyra said about some Sasquatch eating children is true. That probably explains a lot of the disappearances in the woods. Yeah, I would say that as well. I would agree with that. And the other ones are the ones that again BMO had brought up before. The what was that? The Nanahu that you'd brought up that you thought she was. They were they at all cannibalistic, or did they have? I know the little people of the little people, the cave people, were known to be cannibalistic. Jackie Barnes, tea friendly, possibly. Long story short, I was in the woods looking for someone important to me. I couldn't find it and wasn't giving up when I heard a voice say, "Turn around and look again." Nice. Helped you out there. Love it. Hi, Steve and strangers. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Jackie Barnes, I did found what I had. Found what you were looking for. BMO Cabal is right. Many missing children in current times. People say they saw a bear or a dog carry them off. Kids under their arm. Yeah. What's this, Jim? You was Savagan? I think he's picking on me. Your energy channel. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Steve. And all. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, everybody's doing well. Everybody's here. We're up to 35 people. Listen, if you're new to the channel, don't be shy. Come on in and say hello. Great bunch of people here. We're just having fun and we're meeting people, as I always say, not from just here in the United States, but we're meeting people from all over the world. There's people here from Australia, England, Texas, right? Cabal, go Texas. We got a few Texans in here. and just all over the place. And it's a great time. We have a lot of fun. We're on here for about an hour every Sunday. And then now these days, I'm after this show at 8:30, I'm going to be doing another show for my other channel on hard boiled topics. We're not going to talk about that here. I'm just letting you know in case you guys are interested. And I believe I put a link in my the about section on my homepage. So if you go to more, drop that down. There's a link that'll bring you to the hard boiled topics. And in the community, I posted a video in there. But I'm doing more over there all the time. That is a growing channel. It's different topics, but and it's gonna be a lot of fun as well. But this is my main channel with all my good friends here. So you guys are the ones that got me where I am today and kept me going. When I started this all out, I had no idea how it was going to go. Then, I mean, really, it was you guys that just continued to come in and support me and push me along to get into this crazy mess. What did I do? Some of the stories that I've gotten and just amazing stuff. And but the learning curves, and it's something I've always wanted to do. I had no idea how hard it was going to be, but it's worth it. It really is. All right, what do we got here? So Kylie says, hi Kylie. Cabal 313. I'm sorry. I hope they are okay. What did I miss? D friendly. I have only once, but it was at a hospital while my family member was in ICU. Oh yeah, geez. Hope that turned out okay. Yeah, I was not aware of that. You never told me that, so that I don't think you have. That's interesting, Cabal. All right. I love it. Question: have you seen the new enhanced image of Patty far out? Have I? I don't know. Is it like that one? I don't know if I have or not. I don't get a lot of time to get online other than doing what I'm doing right here, and researching how to do the stuff that I'm doing right here. I do have a little premature announcement to make though. I can't disclose who or where or what or what. Well, I mean, who, what, where. I can disclose a little bit. I got like some sort of a sponsorship. My first, I think it's my first. I've had a couple offers, but some of them were a little bit weird. I didn't know what to do with it. And I'm still learning this stuff, so I know it's kind of touchy with sponsorships. So I'm not getting too far into that I know of. But I think this one's going to be sort of like a little independent video for a type of sponsorship. And it's something that it's kind of sweet. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So I'm hoping I can get that done and make that happen because it's going to help promote the channel. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can use some creativity with making some sort of like a commercial or something. So that'll be a lot of fun. I think more than anything, doing any kind of sponsorship stuff, if it's something I can freestyle, make a video or commercial or something like that, that'd be a lot of fun. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. So, all right. I love it. All right. The Cabal. Hi there. Oh, okay. Hi there. I love it. GMO. Lyra structures her sentences like a person that is not sure how others see the world. It's perfect. A topic sentence that super supports main claim and evidence and analysis of evidence and transition. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I got that too. I get what you're saying there. I don't know if that's just from being alone for so long or feeling at all intimidated or threatened by what people might think or what might happen to her. Not that, again, I would not want to be the person to try to take her down or capture her or whatever, but yeah, you just wonder what her mindset is, how she thinks, especially after that much time. Like the mind that's an interesting question. What does the mind do when it's 3,000 years old? What happens? Mine will be mush, but mine will be dust. But oh man, yeah, that's something. That's a question. All right, your energy channel. I have really been loving the stories from Lyra. She seems someone is super cool that she met with Claire. Oh, you think it's super cool she met with Claire and Wendy. Let me see. Deep friendly. I have. It's creepy at times. Um, yeah, it's yeah, that's something I wasn't aware of either. Um, yeah, that's awesome, and I'm looking forward to hearing about that. So I think we all know by now what's going on there. Um, Wendy and Claire had went to Europe. That's where they're starting, I guess, their investigation into other cryptids, Wolfman, maybe Dracula, who knows, Mothman, whatever's over there, whatever type of cryptids are over there, they're going to. Now, we had one of our people here, regular on the channel, comment on the channel. She might be here right now. She's over in England, and she had asked about gargoyles, living gargoyles. So it'd be interesting to hear something about that. Because I mean, if they structured them, they structured them around something. So I know BMO's going to comment on this. He's probably got a story behind gargoyles. So that would be an interesting thing to find out and hear more about. Let me see. Love it. Talk about strange. I'll email you the video of the new evidence. Enhanced images of Patty. All right, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, send them over. I'll look for that. All right, BMO. Everyone I know that phrase things like that speaks several languages. My wife speaks 5 and writes like Lyra. Really? 5 languages. That's awesome. Wow. Man. That's something. Now, how long did that take? I mean, to learn 5 languages. I've heard of a few different people that can speak 2, 3 languages. I've even heard 4. I haven't heard too many about 5 or 6, but I know there's people out there that can. So, is she a translator? Is that part of her career? Was it something she did in college, or is she just worldly? I mean, I'd love to hear more about that, BMO. Thought it was more like reading someone's mind. Maybe so. I'm wondering if I misunderstanding it. Maybe not. Sure. You never know, Kylie. Todd Gatewood is the man who had enhanced the frame. He's got a channel. Really? So I have to imagine our friend Jeff Rohn. He's not on here. He's usually out in the woods on Sundays, I guess, and he's been helping to build that that museum, their Bigfoot museum, and so he's been over there helping them a lot. So he's either over there or there. Sometimes he catches the show, but he's usually out and about. So, but he probably knows exactly. He probably knows Todd. So that there at least knows of him. I'm sure he's seen it. He's got a lot of information on that. I wonder if they have it over there in the museum. All right, laugh out loud. She's from Hungary. So you got to learn at least Hungarian and English, then German, Russian, and Spanish. Wow, that's awesome. I would love to do that. I would love to know a bunch of different languages just so I could screw with people. I'm kidding, but it would be fun. Come on. It'd be great. It'd be great to be able to sit there and you go into a restaurant, people are speaking Spanish. You don't know what they're saying. You wonder if they're picking on you or saying something, it'd be nice to just pretend you didn't know what they're talking about the whole time. Know exactly what they're talking about. That'd be fun. Yep. Jeff is often in Oak Ridge, Oregon. Yeah. So he's tied up. We talked about that. So unfortunately he misses a lot of the live shows, but he's in our hearts. So he's doing a great job and he's helping them out. I don't know if you guys, what's the name of that channel offhand, Jackie? I forget offhand. Maybe write that on there so that people can see it. That museum, the new channel they have for that. So they've been posting videos. They've been doing some interviews and stuff. I wish them the best of luck, on getting that up and going, getting that museum up and going. And I hope when I can get out and do some traveling that we'll make it over there and be able to stop into that museum, maybe run into Jeff there or something. That'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to do that. BMO create. I barely speak English. Well, I'll laugh out loud. Oh man. What now? Are you? What nationality are you? Are you Italian, Spanish? You know what? If you don't mind me asking. I speak two. I speak 2 languages and 3 when someone pushes me over the edge. Yeah, yeah. That was my grandfather. You know, he'd speak English, but when he got mad, he'd speak Italian. And probably when he was profanity involved. Area 58 Museum. So that you guys want to check that out. Area 58 Museum. They're doing a lot of great stuff there. And you watch the videos and you kind of get a little glimpse of in the background of the museum. So it's really cool. Jackie Barnes. All right. Priscilla is doing it. There's also the Sasquatch Summerfest, July 11th and 12th. So that's interesting. Where is that? That's in Oregon as well. BMO, laugh aloud. I'm American, so like most Americans, I only speak English. Okay, all right. Hey, you know, that's true. It's in Oak Ridge, Oregon. Okay, cool. Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, so what else we got? We got anything else about Jackie? Hopefully we're going to hear from Lyra here soon, or Wendy. I think I was getting at, did I veer off? Sometimes I veer off. That's the ADHD. Sorry about that. But so she's, yeah, that's what we were talking about. She's, Lyra went to meet up with Wendy, Claire, Raven, and now Lyra. And yeah, they're out doing some cryptid investigations, and Lyra calls it cryptid hunting because she said if, or not Lyra, yeah, Lyra did, because she said if Raven calls her in, chances are it's something dangerous, so she wants her there. But yeah, I'd be interested to find out what they find out. If they find out anything, I mean, that'd be really cool. I mean, we might have some really good stories coming, so I'm looking forward to that. That's it. All right. What else we got? What else was in that story? Am I missing anything, you guys? Did I forget anything? We covered it all. No Bigfoot festivals in Texas. Really? Not? They have them in New York, but quite a ways away from here. I'd like to go see some. I speak English. See, I can't even speak English. I speak English and Spanish. My daughter speaks English, Spanish, and Mandarin, Chinese. I wish I would have learned more languages for my grandfather. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I wish I spoke fluent Italian. I'd love to speak fluent Italian. And I wouldn't mind speaking Spanish. It seems like there's a little bit of there's commonality there between them, between Spanish and Italian. It seems like, because I had a boss that was Italian family, and they when they'd speak in Italian, it just seemed like a lot of the words coincide with Spanish. And they had people work there, so either he was speaking Spanish to them, because maybe he knew both languages as well. So, you know, but it just seemed like there was an overlay there with the languages. So I don't know. BMO, you might be able to answer this, or your wife might be able to answer it. When you speak several languages, does it kind of start to decode the language barrier? Do you follow me? Like if you speak 5 or 6 languages or something, do the other languages start to make more sense? Like a lot of things, like you go into a new town, you're completely lost. You drive around there for a little while, and before you know it, it's like all just, you know, natural. So I'm just curious about that. What do we got here? Bigfoot used wood for the bows. Okay. So Lyra's Osage bow would have been like bringing a 44 Magnum to a BB gun fight. Oh, and some Blackfoot learned the Osage. Now we know how maybe. Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting. So Bigfoot made bows, uses bows. That's interesting. I wasn't aware of that, but I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm sure they use a lot of type of weapons like that, primitive weapons. So they used yow wood for bows. So is it osage? Am I saying that wrong? Osage. So Lyra's osage bow would have been like bringing a 44 Magnum to a BB gun fight. Yeah. And some Blackfoot learned the osage. Now we know maybe how, or maybe, where they learn it from. So that's interesting. That's a good possibility. I don't know. Mind speak is like seeing pictures in the idea of your mind and hearing the meaning of the intention of a person. For example, seeing a picture of a hand and picture of a smile and maybe this. Okay, yeah, maybe it is. Meaning is very little Spanish, but my daughter, I hope, learned from her school since she's half Hispanic and her dad speaks it very well. Yeah. Kylie, you should be picking up on some of that here soon. I'm sure you are. Jackie, Italian and Spanish are among the Romance languages derived from Latin. Okay, interesting. That was Jackie. D, friendly, play, happy. Kylie wanted to learn more about other languages. BMO, Blackfoot, laugh out loud, not Bigfoot. Oh, Blackfoot. Did I misread that? Oh, I did. I misread. I told you I can't see through these glasses. It's terrible. You can't imagine how hard it is for me sometimes. I keep adjusting them and it gets worse. But I have different pairs, but they still don't quite seem to work. I got like 3 or 4 different pairs as we were trying to work through this. And then I just finally threw in the towel because it seems like it's such a pain in the butt. Like eyeglass companies don't know how to make like glasses anymore. I mean, these things have been around since the early 1800s, 1700s. They had looking glasses, 1700s. I know they're more of a magnifying glass, but like glasses have been around a long time. You would think they'd know how. And like I would otherwise have a bifocal line. So I have the progressive lenses, whatever they call it. So they make them as tiny as possible for you. Like they don't know how to make that progressive lens just the angle of it a little bit bigger so you have a little bit more of a view. Because if it doesn't line up exactly 100% perfect, you're screwed. It looks like you're looking through a steamed glass window. So it's terrible, but whatever. Just listen to me complain. All right. What do we got? Oh, geez, I fell behind. I want to learn more languages. Blackfoot, laugh out loud, not Bigfoot. Sorry about that. Very friendly, understand. Yes. I had moments of creepy. My mother, Mom. I'm gonna bring up your story, Mom. She had some scary story too. Hold on, here was this. Yes, my mainly cross-link organized similar to other languages except Sumerian. Really interesting. That is interesting. Huh. So they do kind of intersect a little bit and start to. So if you learn one, you will learn one like in that. Let's call it a niche or genre or whatever or area of the world. Maybe you learn one core language, so then maybe you can pick up easier to those other languages around that area. If I'm getting that right. Where was I going? I was about to say something. Darn it all. I got reading that. I got off track. All right. I had the same problem with glasses for 6 years. Eye doctors use little machines so they don't have to see you into a big machine, but I requested that I see an optometrist to get correct prescriptions and glasses work. Now they might sometimes wait. A correct prescription and my glasses work now. That they might be something you might want to try. Yeah. I talk American, know if ands or buts. There you go, Jack. Yeah. So, I mean, isn't that what they do when you go for your eye exam? Isn't that an optometrist that's looking at your eyes for that matter? I mean, you would think they'd know what they're doing. I know they put me in some machine that flashed that bright green light at me so they wouldn't have to use the eye drops, but I don't know. Oh, thanks, BMO. Appreciate that, buddy. Mom, are you still on here? Jim, you guys still here? So my mother was telling me a story. How did correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. I'll try to get it the best, but she was walking out of a room. I don't know what room it was, a room or something. And she had walked by a mirror and she seen somebody standing in the mirror looking at her. So she was scared as heck. But she, got the nerve up to back up and double check and look. And she was right. There was somebody staring right back at her from the mirror. It was her. so yeah, it was her reflection that startled her. And I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. Oh man. No, they put you through that little machine with the little balloon and it passes off a prescription and they just okay and reject and ask them, oh, I want to see the optometrist. Yeah, okay. To get a direct prescription. Interesting. So that's the secret. I hope you guys are listening here, right? So she says that they go through this thing when they do your eye exams, basically. And if I'm getting this right, basic eye exam, they push it through, sell you some glasses, send you on your way. If you don't bother them, great. If you do, they try to sell you off as it's okay. You gotta get used to it, and they just keep pushing you off. But you have to say that you want. Where is it again? The correct prescription. Where you might have somebody. Where did it go here? To give me a direct prescription, you got to ask for a direct prescription. So that's interesting. So I'll have to look into that. To give me a direct prescription. Hello, don't go to a doctor. All right, Jim's picking on me because I'm not very well known for going to the doctor. I'm not, I have trust issues. I'm working on it, but I did try. I went down to the doctor's appointment. I called rather, and they went to a voicemail. And I tried to, message service, whatever, an outside service. They didn't even answer the doctor's office, and they said that they're not taking anybody right now. So I said, well, I mean, can you put in a request for it? 'Cause it's like right here in my town. I'm not good for going. I hear this doctor's good, so I want to go. And so they said, well, they'll contact you in 24 hours or something if he put a request in. So I didn't hear anything. So I went down there, and then the girl at the desk said, yeah, I got your request. I sent it out back to the doctor. You'll hear from them 24 to 48 hours. That was a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. I haven't heard anything. So I got to find another place to go. There's someplace else I guess I can go. So I got to find another place to go. I'll go. All right. Daughter Spanish, accurate prescription, not from that machine. Right. Yeah. I hear you. Just started wearing glasses at 58, so I've done okay. That was Derek. Hey, Derek. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. So, hold on. Or maybe it was her doppelganger. I must have missed that one. Oh, okay. Come on. You're talking about my mom. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. What was the point? Did she move first or did the reflection move first? I don't know. Maybe she'll come on and let us know here. I'm probably in trouble. It's all right. If you guys don't see me next week, you'll know I got in trouble for that. Yeah. Anyway, the glasses are something else, but. All right. Well, anyway, so we're coming up here. Oh, we're just over our hour mark, guys. We made it through another hour, another episode of our live show. I really appreciate you guys coming on and sharing information and sharing stories back and forth with each other and getting to know each other. I mean, it's phenomenal. Wonder if Bigfoot wears glasses, right? That'd be interesting. There you go, BMO. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a great time. We've had a lot of fun on this episode. I really appreciate everybody coming on and watching. And you're welcome to go over and at 8:30, and that's why I gotta get off here now, so I can make sure I have a little bit of time to get set up. But come on over at 8:30 to watch the live show, the Hard Boiled Topics live show, and we're gonna talk about post that I'd put on there. It probably won't we won't be on there a real long time because I don't have too much going on over there, but I'm doing the live show to help build up a platform over there and get going with that as well. So otherwise, let's see. Have a great week, everybody. Yeah, thank you guys all so very much for coming over and joining and listening and sharing. It's really just a great time, and I just feel honored to have you guys over here talking with me. It's just a lot of fun. You see, I had a great time with the live show and speaking with everybody. May you all have a blessed week. Yes, absolutely. You guys, I know around here it's going to be super cold. And I know there's like a real major cold front going through. So, all you guys, please be really careful out there and stay safe and healthy. I want to see you guys back around here, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks, everybody. God bless. Have a great night.